What's up, y'all? It's DFW Raj, aka Andrew, back with another video. Today we have another unboxing. So, with this aircraft here, as you can see, it's an American Eagle Embraer ERJ 170 and a special throwback livery, #throwback. I've never flown this aircraft before, but I have seen it at the airport when I've been walking through the terminals. So I was able to get a quick snapshot of the aircraft. It's not the best, but I'll include it for you guys to see. I know like the jetway was kind of blocking most of the aircraft and from the angle I was at, so it's not exactly the best, but one picture is better than no pictures at all. And it's a little bit of an experience, like a memory to have. So after recording the video, I ended up being lazy and put off editing the video, and I went to Founders Plaza. I ended up capturing some extra pictures for y'all. So please enjoy this aircraft landing into DFW. And with that being said, we'll go through our checklist with you guys. So make sure to hit that like button and also make sure to comment, leave a comment below. Also, don't forget to hit that subscribe button as well as that notification bell. And without further ado, let's prepare for takeoff. So we'll go ahead and start with the box here. We'll start with the front of the box here. So it's in your traditional Gemini Jets packaging. So we have like the navy blue packaging with the preview and the flap as well. So we can look inside and get a preview, but we'll start in the front. So the Gemini Jets logo. Then we have here where it's made for collectors by collectors. Then we have the CGI print of the aircraft. Here we have the list of the aircraft or the type of aircraft. So it's the Embraer ERJ 170, and then this is with American Airlines. And you can see at the bottom here it says 1/400 scale diecast model aircraft. Looking at the back, we have our typical Gemini Jets information here. So basically, as real as it gets, mentions about high quality precision, highly collectible, and such. I've mentioned this in most of my previous videos before of all the same information here, as well as like the American Airlines flight symbol and livery are marks of American Airlines Incorporated and are used under license to Gemini Jets. So this is a 2022 Gemini Jets Las Vegas, Nevada, USA. So 2022 copyright, and then this model is made in China. You also have the website as well as Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter if you would like to go visit their website or follow them on the social media accounts. So looking at the left side of the box here, nothing too much, just a Gemini Jets logo, 1/400 diecast model, the item number, and we have another print of the aircraft and the type of aircraft it is. At the bottom is pretty much Gemini Jets logo, and then how it's highly collectible, superior quality, realistic metal landing gear, detailed printed graphics, as well as it gets features. So on the right side is basically the same as the left side, and then at the top of the box here you can see Gemini Jets logo. It has the choking warning, and then we have the item number as well as barcode for the item to be scanned, for the box to be scanned. So opening up the flap here, I will readjust the camera so you guys can have a better view. Looking at the flap here, I can bring the box a little bit closer for you guys to read here. So we can start at the front here. Basically it provides a little summary, so expanding upon the original series of the successful ERJ 135, 140, and 145 models, Brazil's Embraer family of second generation regional jets has now reached all corners of the globe. So these newer models consist of shorter E170 and 175, where the longer and higher capacity versions are the E190 and 195 types. This second generation of regional jet features a larger and wider cabin, giving the feel of a full-size airliner with a 2x2 seating in economy class. The new E-Jets were formally launched at the Paris Air Show in June of 1999. So the first flight of the E170 was in March of 2004, and then on 13th September 2013, Embraer delivered its 1000th E-Jet type. So looking kind of at the additional information here provided here, so this livery is an American Eagle livery. It's on the aircraft, which is the Embraer 170. Serial number here is 294. The registration here is November 760 MQ. And then we have here the engines. So there's two General Electric CF34-8E5 engines. So the delivery date of this aircraft was the 12th of August in 2021. Max takeoff weight here is 85,098 pounds. Its cruising speed is 495 miles per hour. It has a range of about 2,474 miles. And then the seating capacity is about 66 with the mixed class. So looking at the length of the aircraft, so the length going across the aircraft is about 98.1 meters, and the height is about 32.4 meters, and then the wingspan is 85.4 meters. So with that out of the way, we'll go ahead and go into the unboxing of the model here. So go ahead and pull her out of the box. You can see here the model. Try not to struggle too much getting her out of the box. Fairly easy to take out. And we have our model here. So we'll go ahead and start with the left side of the aircraft, starting at the front. We have our cockpit windows, and then we have some decent detail going along here. So starting back at the front, we have our cheat lines that go throughout the aircraft here. So at the top, the first cheat line that goes through the windows basically is the blue one, and then the cheat line below we have where it's the red line. And we have our L1 door, and looking at the front here, we have in very tiny letters some detail here. It's super tiny, so the camera is obviously not going to want to focus on it. I'll see if I can read off the box, but even on the box it's tiny to read. But I'm pretty sure it just mentions how it's like an aircraft by Envoy and serviced by Envoy. And so going back to where we can see the entire model with a little bit better quality here, zoomed out. Above the blue cheat line, we have the American Eagle, and before that, we have our L1 door. At the bottom, we have our nose gear, and then there's kind of the doors for the nose gear here. So there's the red line to the back of the door for the nose gear, and then you can see kind of like the numbers for the registration. So it has that 760. There's some more detail, but it's very difficult to see the detail there since it's so small. A bit moving along. Next up, we have details of the wing and the engines. So like I mentioned earlier in the video, the engines are the the General Electric CF34s. And then looking at the wing, good detail here. The indentations for like the air brakes and the ailerons and stuff like that are a little bit difficult to see, but you can see good detail of like some of the paint scheme. It's a little bit difficult to like distinguish what everything is, but there's it's very visible. The visibility is good, but distinguishing what the marks are is difficult since the aircraft and the model is so small. And so you can see we also have the winglets here. The camera doesn't want to focus on what it says here. Let me see if I can zoom out, and it might be a little bit better to focus, but it's kind of difficult, unfortunately. Let's see. Yeah, it doesn't want to focus too much. That's the iPhone quality you get, the macros quality you get with iPhone. On the winglets, it basically just has that AA.com. Moving towards the back of the aircraft here, so we can see here we have our L2 door. The windows, like I mentioned, are within the blue cheat line. They're very difficult to see with the lighting and from this angle type, and since they kind of blend in, it's difficult to see. But moving along, we have our registration here. So we have November 7-6 Oscar Mike Quebec, and we have our L2 door. Moving towards the tail, we have the US flag and then the old American logo. Behind that, we have our APU and then the horizontal stabilizers. So looking at the horizontal stabilizers, not too much detail. It's very difficult to see on camera. You can kind of make out the detail there, but the indentations aren't that easy to see, and there's not much like different visual colors to distinguish the differences or different areas of the horizontal stabilizers as well. So looking at the right side of the aircraft, it's pretty much mostly mirrored. We can look here, the cargo doors are a little bit difficult to see at a distance, but like if we move the aircraft around, they're a little bit more easy to distinguish at certain angles. There's certain parts where you can like make out the cargo loading doors and such. So we can go ahead and look at the front of the aircraft here. So you can see like here the cheat line doesn't blur out the windows as much, so the cockpit windows are a lot easier to see, and you can like see the windshield wipers for the cockpit windows and detail within the nose. And then looking at the top of the aircraft, the roof, there is nothing that sticks out. It's just all painted on. There's not too much detail here, so I'll bring it close to the camera to see. So there is detail painted on, so the different spots and circles like the lights, and I'm pretty sure back here there is the Wi-Fi box that's painted on. So not too bad for the size of this aircraft. I think it'll be a little bit difficult to have like antennas and such, and like very specific detail on such a small aircraft. So looking at the bottom of the aircraft here, we have good detail, and I'm kind of contradicting myself now from earlier in the video. As you can see, we do have an antenna sticking out at the bottom behind the main landing gears. There's good detail here. I'm kind of, I guess since this is my first time seeing this model, at least the bottom of the model as well, it's interesting how this part kind of sticks out here as well as part of the model and the antenna. So we have a hole as well for a stand, and we have our main landing gears. You can see the holes where the gears would supposedly fold in on the real aircraft, and then we have more details here, so you can see like the red lights and different paints of the instruments on the bottom of the aircraft. We also have our Gemini Jets logo, and then moving up, continued detail all the way to the nose gear, and where we have the paint of the doors where the nose gear would fold up into. So with that being said, I'll show you all angles of the aircraft now. So here we have it from the left side. And this is it from the back of the aircraft. And then here we have it from the right side of the aircraft. And then lastly, but not least, we have it from the front of the aircraft. So now it's time to wrap up the video. I know this video was a little bit short one. We're only doing one model to unbox for this video, and it's a small aircraft, so not a lot of detail or not a lot to review or go through. But with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. We're getting really close to that 100 mark. I'm thinking what I'll do for my 100 subscriber special. I know it's only 100, but we're making progress here. 100 is still an achievement to be proud of. But with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. It means so much to me, and let's keep working at it. I'll get to that 100 very soon. As of now, I think I have about 97 subscribers, so hoping to hit that 100 soon. With that being said, guys, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks.